Okay, so today I just wanted to go over exactly what kind of products we're using, because when I first wanted to do this and I got on YouTube, I got a little aggravated because no one was being really specific about what they were using, and for just starting out I want to know what to use, and I'm really ignorant with paint products. Brenton is not, but I was, and I'm the one that actually kind of started the Shabby Chic product and just kind of gleaned from Brenton's knowledge, and actually he's doing it now and I'm the assistant. So anyway, just wanted you to know that we've got some Valspar. It's an interior super flat finish, and that's what we used as a base coat in the color called Wet Cement. Now, from my understanding, the flat finish is really good to do with the Shabby Chic stuff, okay? So it doesn't really matter what kind of brand you use, but we just happened to stumble upon this Lowe's product, Valspar, that was on clearance due to the fact that they've changed their packaging. So yay us. Okay, so then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to use from the same line that we got 50% off. This is called Beach Sparkle, and again it's the super flat finish on the Valspar paint. Okay, now after we do all that, we're going to do some staining. We actually got this on clearance at Lowe's for $3, and stains is not cheap. And this is the Men Wax brand, and it just so happens to be early American, which you can use any color you want, I guess. I don't think that's a big deal, but that's what we got on clearance for $3. And then when we're completely finished doing all that, we're going to seal it with this. Now this isn't cheap, and we did not get this on clearance. I can't remember, but it was between $10 and $12. And this is a Men Wax brand also, and it's called Polycrylic. It's the protective finish. And it's really awesome, and we actually sign the pieces that we do on the back, and we put the month and year, and then we put a little bit of polycrylic on that just for safekeeping. So I just wanted to show you the products we use, and then the only other thing is Brenton uses a sander, and he has various grades of sandpaper that he uses from coarse to fine, and I just wanted to really be kind of specific about what kind of paints we've used on these. Okay, alrighty.
Stickers have a bunch of, I guess, the backing on the sticker. I'm using this tool. It's a painter's tool called a five-way. You can do 5 different things with it supposedly. But anyway, I'm using that to get underneath the and get the glue up, and then put some cleaner stuff on it to try to loosen it up.
Goo gone. We're back working with the piece that I picked up at the Goodwill for $10. We have cleaned it up and we have removed the stickers. It's a piece of about 3 different colors and then another color of stenciling. So we're going to start with doing some sanding today, and Brenton will show you how he does that.
I'm going to start sanding today on these drawers, and then I'll work on the main piece. This sander is an orbital sander. It says on the sander it's a quarter sheet, so you can buy these at the dollar store, and I tear them over the edge of something. I fold them in half and tear that, and then fold that piece in half and tear that, and a quarter piece of one of these will fit on this. So these are nice little sanders for projects like this. You can get the longer kind of sander that would use a half of one of these pieces. Those would be a half piece sander. But it's a simple little orbital sander, and I'm going to just start on the drawers, and then we'll get this sanded, and then we'll get to the painting process of the Shabby Chicing. Alright. turn, Dana. Got the sanding done now and the knobs off and what have you. Now we're gonna put the first coat of paint on it on this dresser, and I'm gonna start with the drawers and then I'll do the dresser itself. And you want to put the first coat on fairly liberal, and then the second coat, which is a different color, you put on a little more sporadically and lighter and sand part of that one off. You get the face of it done there and the edge of it done, wipe your brush strokes all long ways with your drawer. It's just going to turn out better in the long run. Alright, now we can spin it and get the top and we'll be done. We painted the whole piece on the table. No bending, no putting newspapers down on the floor and trying to keep the newspaper from sticking. And I think there's a little bit of newspaper stuck to the bottom of this piece, which is okay if that's the only way you can do it, but you know, if you can do it, try it this way, I think you'll like it. Get your brush strokes stroked out. If I was to go this way to wipe my brush strokes out and hit this edge, it's going to build paint up on that edge, so kind of do each side out across the edge and then come back and feather it in off the edge that way. Alright, we'll see you next time when we're doing the next coat, which will be a bluish color. We'll put all the colors as we'll give you some close-ups and tell you what colors we use if you want to try these colors. Thank you. Subscribe to this channel and we'll see you tomorrow. Alright, we're back and it's time to put the second coat on. We did our sanding. We did the first coat of wet pavement. It's what we chose, of a flat paint, acrylic paint. And now it's time to put the second coat on, and then it'll be staining, then it'll be sanding, or sanding and then staining, and then it'll be time to seal it, and then you're done. So this is in the third phase, sanding, first coat, now we're at the second coat. So here we go. In this coat here, you don't want to put on as much as you do the first coat. You want to kind of leave some of it and avoid a lot of the sanding. So I'm going to kind of put it on you know, thick in some places and then leave spots that bleed through, and around my edges I might leave it a little thin there so I don't have to sand so much to get down to the shabby chic look. So here we go. And I'd always advise too to get a good brush. If you're gonna do this kind of stuff, don't go to the dollar store and buy brushes. Now you can go with, I think Wooster is a good brand of brushes, and also Purdy is a good brand of brushes. There might be some others out there, but what that's the one place you want to spend money getting a decent product. But for the staining, you can get stuff at the dollar store. But not your brushes that you do your painting with. Make sure you get a good brush. I think it looks pretty neat to leave some of the spots and let it bleed through and blend the edges there. If I want to add more paint, then I can, but we're going to just see what it looks like, leaving it kind of partly covered and partly not. And you have to sand it off, but you can always add some to it if you don't have enough. Get your edges edges are kind of easy to sand, really. So the next step's going to be sanding, and then we'll stain it, and you'll really be surprised how well it starts looking. As soon as you get the sanding going, you'll see, wow, that's going to look neat. And as soon as the stain hits it, you're going to be really surprised when that stain dries. And even after you put the clear coat on it, it even makes that come out so much more. So don't get worried at this step that things look too bright or they look funny or something. I'm telling you, it'll totally change when you get to the staining and the clear coat. The whole project will look really neat. Just keep trucking with it, and we'll see you when we start sanding. Bye-bye.
Okay, so we painted the piece earlier, and it is dry now, so we're going to do some sanding now.
This is one of my favorite parts of the whole project. I'm going to use a sponge because I don't have a brush that I can find that I want to throw away. So I'm just going to dip this sponge in, spread it out, and then take a rag and wipe it off. Simple as that. Wipe it on, wipe it off. So I'm just going to get started and go at it. Apply it over the whole surface, let it set for a second, and then just wipe it straight off. Getting a little bit too much maybe. See how that gives an old look right there. It looks really, really nice. And after the sealer goes on it, it even makes it look better somehow. It brings it all out. It's actually a pretty quick process. I'm going to try to get a little less on the sponge this time. wipes on the sides, and take you. That looks nice. I really hope you all can see how good that looks with the camera. I'll try to get some close-ups, but that really looks good. Totally changes it. So, anyway, that's the staining process. Next process will be doing the sealer, and then we're done. And the sealer will really bring it out. So, hang in there, almost finished. Keep trucking with your project, subscribe to this channel, and we'll be back later today, hopefully. Bye-bye. Well, it's in the evening now, and I don't have my videographer, so I'm setting the tripod up, and I'm going to finish sealing this piece and get it done, because I'd like to finish it up and see what it's going to look like. So I'm just going to get started on this and do the best I can with filming it, so bear with me. And we will finish this piece up. Of course, this is the sealer we showed you earlier. I'm just going to apply it to the drawers first, and then to the dresser, and put it all together. Well, that's it, and it's sealed now, and we're going to wait for it to dry, and we'll put the dresser together and let you see what it looks like as a finished product. And thank you for watching. We got some repairs we're going to do this dresser, which typically isn't part of the Shabby Chicing process, but some of the drawers aren't working properly, so I'm going to do a few repairs, and I'll just give you a quick idea of what we're doing there in case you run into this problem. Now this piece has got slats here that hold the drawers up. Now on the other side it's missing, so the drawers feel floppy. That side is missing, and I tightened up a few of these others. So anyway, I've got to make a few pieces like this right here, and then attach them to here and this side here, and here, you know, just a few of these things. And then we're going to also paint the inside of the side and the inside of the drawers, and then we're going to contact paper on the inside bottom of the drawer. So we'll show you when it's done. Now get over, watch this. Pieces for the drawer. Make sure your screws aren't too long too. Add up the distance, the thickness of this and this. Make sure your screw won't come out. Good. I've already cut my pieces to size. I used a straight edge and a knife, a utility knife or a box cutter, to get my pieces cut exact to line up. I'm doing it kind of like wallpaper's done.
good, actually better than expected. I personally love, well, I love everything about it, but I really love the drawers where we line them with different funky scrapbooking paper. So it looks really good, doesn't it, Brent?
Yeah, it does. And the knobs are pretty neat too. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and try this on your own at home and you'll be surprised how well it turns out. You can't hardly mess up. Just give it a shot and do it, and all the stuff is in the video that you need to do it. So just try it and see what happens. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you on the next video.
Okay, so in the drawers we use scrapbooking paper with some Mod Podge, and we just really love that. I think that is just really striking. And each drawer has a different print in it. Got some pink going on there. Got some polka dots. I love polka dots. I'm polka dot crazy. And we've got some floral. And then in the very bottom drawer here, woohoo! And that's it. We like it. We like it a lot.